Hey everybody, welcome to the Duck Time podcast. I'm
Duckcast.
I'm here with Enrique.
Hey, what's up? I'm Enrique.
I'm here with Sam.
Hey.
Wait, which one was that?
Guys,
Guys, leave a bunch of funny comments on how we sound the same.
Here with
that'd be
Josh.
awesome.
Yeah, my voice is really high, so you guys will be able to tell me.
And we're here with me, Josh. And Ducker not over here. His voice is really high.
What? Oh yeah, Josh is Ducker not.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Hey,
We're playing. Me and Sam playing
guys.
Civ 5.
We're playing some Civ.
Antonio and Josh are getting really hot on the bed.
I'm itching.
He's itching himself on the bed.
Why would you say that?
It sounds so weird when you say it
I'm
like
on the opposite.
You're the one that said it.
I'm on the opposite side of the bed,
Yeah.
not even looking
Josh
at
just moved
Antonio.
4 feet away from Antonio.
He didn't move at all, actually. Don't make crap up.
Because I'm at the edge of the bed already.
Yeah.
But they are in the same bed, and
That is
Antonio
true.
is itching himself.
I am.
Those things are both true.
They are both a factor in play right now.
Nice call.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Ooh, you probably hear a little bit of coughing because we sprayed a whole bunch. We sprayed a whole bunch of air freshener because we've been putting up a storm today.
I'd like to say for the record, Josh and Antonio haven't really pooting in here. It wasn't me or Enrique.
I did not poot once.
Normally, Sam did. Sam did poot once. Just
Sam
recently.
I did poot
Sam, in
once.
fact, was the last person to poot.
That is
Wow.
true. I did not poot even
To
a
be
little
fair,
bit.
normally I don't. Normally I'm like I get really angry. But today I'm for some reason I just like I don't care.
Normally I'm the poot supplier.
I'm having a I don't care day where I don't care what anyone does. So Josh is usually because last time Josh was here, he farted and I was like get out. So he didn't do it for the rest of the day. This time he did it and I was just like oh whatever, I don't care.
Alright. So the subject of today's podcast
Civ 5?
is Paul Blart 2 really a good movie?
No.
I haven't seen it. I wouldn't know.
I can't say.
Yeah, I
There's
can't
there's some
contribute
fun-
anything
There's
to
some
it.
funny parts in it.
I heard about the part with the black banana. But
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
All right, well that's the end of the Paul Blart 2 segment. Thanks for watching.
Now, the next segment is Paul Blart 1, a great movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it-
Josh!
That's considered an all-time classic.
Stop farting.
When he gets
I didn't
drunk on
fart.
the margarita.
I heard it.
That was
I heard
me.
What are you doing?
Someone did.
Unless
Because
I
it's your
accidentally
unconscious.
farted.
Well, I heard it and it came from this area.
Maybe it's you bringing that and slapping it or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Slapping
what?
You're
You're
unconscious.
pulling your foot with
Those
the
two-
Oh, it probably was that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
So welcome to the Civ 5 podcast. Sam and Enrique.
We got a big
do
game
not
of
wanna
Civ 5 going on.
Do not want to
Civ
include
5.
us in the game. And
They didn't wanna
decide
stop
play
playing.
two-player.
And we were planning to do a podcast, so we're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well, we are doing a podcast, and so far we've only talked about pooting.
Yeah.
And Paul Blart.
Isn't that the epicenter of like a podcast though? Talking about Putin.
I
Maybe if
guess.
you're a Russian podcast.
Ah!
Thanks, guys. Leave a
You know,
comment.
I've been saying it like that appropriately for the entire time,
Leave a comment how funny Enrique is.
hoping
guys.
for someone to make that correlation, and it took a while.
All right. Next subject.
Also, yeah, we sprayed a bunch of air freshener, and Sam is having a real bad problem with it.
Yeah, and Antonio's the one that's got asthma. It's not me.
You remember when
Yeah, you want to tell him about the time we smoked some cigarillos?
we were like, I was like, Sam, we always said we were going to get a fancy cigar and smoke it, and they don't sell fancy cigars anywhere.
No,
Except for, like,
well,
online.
okay. We've only gone to Walmart to look
yeah,
for a
that's
fancy
true.
cigar.
I guess
Like that-
we probably should have hit up the vape shop. to be
No,
honest.
there's cigar stores, but those are in
Oh.
Lexington.
Well, not here.
I
was
mean,
like, well, I guess the next closest
Not
thing to a
Lexington.
cigar.
We can't give away our location.
Yeah, we
People
need
are going
to
to come
bleep
to your
There's
that
two
house.
Lexingtons in the world, so it could be.
Oh, there's a lot of Lexington.
Lexington, Virginia is where we live, guys.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
to our house.
Come visit.
6-7 Main Street.
Yeah.
That's where we live.
317 Culpeper Row.
Yeah. Actually, that's actually our address.
Eric's
You
address.
got to bleep that out. You can't.
I have to bleep it out because it's Eric's address. Somebody just go to Eric's house. Hey, you were mentioned on Duckin' on Gaming. Anyway,
The fan.
we
one
bought
fan.
cigarillos.
Minecraft
And Sam was
Spark.
like, "Why'd you buy one each?" And I was like, "No, they come in a pack of 2." And we
Yeah.
got out, took one
Okay,
puff.
First
It was
first
disgusting.
off, the location where we were at, smoking was not allowed.
It was a-
we,
it was a
we
college.
were on a college campus that wasn't our college campus. It was a college campus we went to play frisbee, and we had a friend from high school.
Happened to be there. We just wanted the field for frisbee. We got out of the car and lit a cigarillo, and Sam did a puff. And he was like, "That's disgusting." And I was like, "Hold on."
Okay, he got this tropical flavored cigarillo. It wasn't like an actual. It was like
They only had
passion fruit. It was like pineapple passion
It
fruit
was tropical
cigarillos.
fusion, boy. It was disgusting. Sam took a puff, threw it away, instantly stomped it out, and it was disgusting. I was like, "Let me get one." So I lit one up. I took one puff, and I was like, "Oh, it was disgusting." And the rest of the way home, I was coughing up a storm.
Yeah, I was like, "Antonio, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I got asthma, but it's like not a big deal." I was like, "Why didn't you say that before?" He was coughing the rest of the way home. It was like a 25-minute drive.
It's not a big deal. It was hilarious. And then I was gonna. I actually saved. No, I think I actually did buy 2 packs. I think I did, because I ended up saving because I threw the one we used. No. You just passed me your lit one. That was it, and I stomped it out after I was done with it, and then I like stuck it in your car door, and I was like, "Ooh, that's not a good idea." Someone's gonna find that, and be like, "Yeah, you can't go back to Antonio's house." Ugh.
Yeah, that was just a bad idea.
Yeah, it was a big surprise. The cigarillo is literally less than 50 cents for one.
Weren't good.
They're
Weren't
99
good.
cents for
Wow,
a
really?
Weren't
I
good.
didn't expect it to taste
Weren't
bad.
good.
There's a reason no one actually smokes those, and they just use them for another purpose.
Yeah.
Heroin.
No.
No, they stuff it with lettuce and ham and eat it like a big sandwich.
They make turkey wraps out of
Yeah.
it.
Turkey rounds.
You ever been to Jimmy John's?
Yeah, it's just a cigarillo
There's
with
like
the
some-
tobacco taken
There's
out.
It's just a lot of, like, they make a very large cigarillo and use it as the bread.
Exactly.
We still need to get a fine Cuban cigar. I imagine it would be delectable.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, an actual good one.
That's
probably.
JFK.
Like at least $30 on one would probably be a really high quality.
Yeah, I don't know how much cigars cost. I assume they're very expensive.
Well, they only sell them in cases is the problem.
Are Cuban cigars still illegal or are those legalized?
No, we
again?
can trade with Cuba now,
Okay.
so it's fine.
Yeah, there's a cigar store, like an actual cigar store
Yeah.
that we could get cigars from.
No, see the problem is it's gonna be overpriced if we buy it one, but I mean that's fine though because I'd rather buy one overpriced one
Then
than
buy
buy
a bunch that we won't smoke.
buy a pack of 16. Because if we buy a pack of 16, it's going to cost us a couple $100, and if we buy one, it's going to cost us like $50. But at least we're not paying a couple $100 for 15 other cigars we're not going to
Do
use.
cigars really cost that much?
Cigars are like good cigars.
They're good
expensive.
ones.
Yeah,
really
because they last for like a few hours, like
Yeah.
up to 5 hours.
They're really expensive. Like that's why you see them in the movie. They're like the guys are always like have like a little whiskey or scotch and like
Yeah.
a cigar, and they've been sitting there for hours.
Because cigarettes, how much for a pack? Like maybe like $9.
Not
It's-
even that. If you get really cheap
Yeah,
ones, it's like $4 a
It's
pack.
30 minutes per cigarette, but a cigar is like up to 5 hours
Yeah.
if you have a good one.
So yeah, and we want to get an expensive one because we'll be like we gotta get a really like smooth one as well.
A real smooth.
We gotta get a goodie.
Right.
And yeah, if we go to a cigar store, they'll definitely sell us just one. It'll just be a little bit more expensive, but I'm fine with that. Are we gonna have to wait for like 6 months, Sam, so we can get some like scotch and like make it real fancy?
Make it real fancy.
Yeah, with some scotch on the rocks and then like a cigar, and we can sit in like big leather chairs and just.
Your big leather computer chair.
No. We'll get some like recliners, like some big leather like.
How are we gonna get recliners?
I don't know. We'll get an apartment.
I don't know. We could go to IKEA. I bet you could steal one.
I bet we could just walk into IKEA real quick and sit next to 2 recliners, line them up.
Good point.
Very quickly, just dash into IKEA, set up a tripod and a camera, start recording, and light them up before anyone comes over and tells us to stop.
Just walk into the high school and say, "Hey, we're visiting a teacher," and then just take the chairs and leave. Find the nicest leather chair in the teacher's lounge and then leave.
Do they have leather chairs in the teacher's lounge?
I'm sure, yeah.
I've never been in high school.
I was in the teacher's lounge once, and that was after the
Oh man.
the big football team meetup. I'm the QB, as you guys know.
Yeah, he's definitely a QB.
I'm the QB of the football team. I had to go change my shirt. I want everybody to see my abs, so I went to the teacher's lounge.
Now everyone's just going to Google
Nicest.
every school that has a quarterback named Enrique, and they'll find where we
Look up
live.
Google
They're
images.
gonna find your
Look up buff man.
shirtless pics. That you
Yeah.
sent to your hot GF Mercedes.
Yeah, if you look up buff man on Google, the first thing to pop up is Enrique shirtless.
That's true. That's true.
With his hot GF Mercedes.
My hot GF Mercedes. Who drives a Mercedes too?
Mm.
Believe it or not.
You guys like how the lyrics just match like in Jake Paul, everybody bro?
Everybody, bro.
It's every day, bro.
What are you talking
It's
about?
every day.
You misheard lyrics. You're not seeing that YouTube channel. It's actually everybody, bro.
It's everybody, bro.
It's everybody, bro. Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'd just like to mention Minecraft Awesome Parodies for a minute.
Yeah. Shout out to Minecraft Awesome.
They're really awesome. You
That's
check
the
them out.
second time I'm gonna have to shout them out.
Put a link in the description.
Because the first time you shouted them out was in Dark Souls, and I still haven't edited that.
This is a podcast. Is there gonna be a description?
Sponsored by Minecraft.
Yeah. just put the make a logo for the Duck or Not, or the Duck podcast, the Duckcast. Make a logo for it.
And I really wish we had bought like 4 fidget spinners today, just so we could sit here
And fidget spin.
fidget spin. Fuck.
They're like $20.
I'm sure that exists.
What, a fidget spinning podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
I guarantee you.
Is that like ASMR?
Like ASMR?
Where, like you just get it on each side of the microphone and you start spinning?
If you had
I
4 of them,
guarantee
that'd
it
just be
exists.
like, you couldn't even know what was happening.
Fidget spinner podcast.
Just be rolling.
Yeah, I don't know. I find the sound of a fidget spinner pretty
What,
relaxing.
4 of them?
Yeah, it's kinda
Like
fun.
all at once? Yeah, that's what it sounds
It
like.
doesn't sound like a car
Yes!
revving
Oh,
up.
no, it doesn't.
Four-
It's
Another
it's like,
here we go. We have
it's like-
another fantastic podcast. Fidget spinners.
It's like 4 of them, and it's just shoving it right like into the microphone.
Fidget spinner and
Or you're talking about
podcast.
from like our distance. Maybe our distance away from the mic. It might work.
Nice.
But if you're saying ASMR, they get real close to the mic.
That's true.
I'm gonna.
Podcast dash fidget spinners. Yeah, everyone's doing fidget spinners.
So how do you get a podcast? Do you get it on iTunes?
You can just upload them
on
Yeah,
iTunes.
for free. You can upload free stuff.
we
Yeah.
can put this one on YouTube, SoundCloud, and wherever else you want. I
I got a SoundCloud. Well, it's not. I don't upload.
I think
anything.
Spotify lets you do free podcasts.
Shout out to Ellis Make I Train.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's make
Shout out
iTunes.
to Ellis Make I Train.
Man,
You're gonna have to bleep that out too,
Because they're gonna find Ellis and like harass him.
and we're gonna find us by proxy. Probably not, but still. I think I just broke the no fart clause.
No, no.
I did too a while ago.
Nice, Josh.
That was so quick. Like we made that
You
like
did it
15
too. You're the
minutes
first
ago.
one to break it.
Okay. But that was even before the podcast started.
And
I
you
haven't
still
farted
broke it.
since then. That's true. I broke it first.
If you
I
guys,
opened the fart seal to this. It's the
It
Pandora's
was literally like
Pandora's
not even 2
box
minutes.
of farts.
2 minutes and Sam broke the seal.
I opened something I cannot control. That just sounds like
2
I
minutes.
shorted on myself.
It's no, you know what it is? It's probably because all the breakfast food. I think it makes you really gassy because we're not normally like this.
Breakfast food? We had like muffins.
We had pancakes and biscuits. Thank you,
It's
sir.
probably the amount of food we had, which was quite a lot.
Yeah, we went to Taco Bell.
Oh, it was the Taco Bell. Oh,
We had a meal and then said, hey, let's go get some food. Directly after the meal.
It was the Taco Bell, of course, because all of us ate Taco Bell.
Except for Enrique.
and he had a little piece.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
Wow,
That makes sense.
Taco Bell will do it to you.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
Guys, this
Taco
is-
Bell will make you fart.
Yeah, this is the first time
This is
anyone's
a
thought that.
a real scientific study.
It's pretty accurate, I'd say.
3 out of 4 people who ate Taco Bell got gassy.
Me
The
and,
one
me,
who
and,
didn't
me and
eat
Josh
Taco
have been
Bell
farting
did.
the most, and we've had an entire Taco Bell taco.
And usually
That's
I'm the
true.
gas.
Sam had about 3/4 of one, has been farting a little bit, and Enrique had like a fourth, and has like farted none.
Yeah. And usually
Wow.
I'm the gassiest fella around.
Yeah.
Science
So-
really does wonders.
Wow.
Those who know me, they say,
Bro, is
That-
math related to science?
that guy walking on the cloud of gas around him wherever he goes.
Have you seen that video,
But now,
Sam?
Yeah, of Katy Perry saying to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Is math related to science? And he was just like, oh, it's the best video in the world. Katy Perry pulled a Miley Cyrus and cut all her hair off.
yeah, I saw that. Did you see the Larry Wilmore show? They had Bill Nye on, and they started talking about how there could be water on Mars. And they're like, oh, I don't care. I'm not going to Mars. That's stupid. You're dumb. And they're like, he's like, no, this could be like, there could be life on Mars. And they're like, water's not life, Bill. And they're like, you can get a grip, Bill. And they're all making fun of him. And he was like, why'd you guys even have me on the show? And like the video of it has like mostly dislikes. There's like 5 likes on the video.
My people who don't like Bill Nye, everybody else who, well, I guess this is probably pre-Genders on a Spectrum Bill Nye sellout.
Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I think it was during that time, right?
No, I don't know.
Or a little bit before, maybe a month before.
Probably before, because I mean,
It was like a month before.
man, Bill. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If they offered me money and I was like Bill Nye, I'd be like, yeah, man, I'll say whatever y'all want. They probably offered him a decent amount of money.
Oh, it was Netflix, so probably.
Genders on a Spectrum. Bill Nye got him. He was like, never before. He was like, oh, they gave me money. I'm saying whatever I want. or whatever they want me to say. How much do you think a reasonable number for Bill Nye to sell out would be?
Any amount of money ever.
Yeah, I'd sell out for absolutely anything.
Yeah.
Really?
I think Bill Nye was just glad to be relevant past the 90s. He was like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, he came back into fame.
Yeah.
Like, after a while being out, he's back and he's building on that.
He's like, wow, it's not 1998 and people care. I mean, my name's in headlines. Yeah, give me $1 and I'll do that.
No, Sam.
What?
I'm saying, like, for the rest, if, like, you're in headlines for a while, and every time someone brings you up, they always think about how you said Ginger's on a spectrum.
Yeah, I would be Martin
And
Shkreli
how much
for
would
like
you have to
$50.
pay? For like $50?
Really? If somebody $50 was like, you get to switch bodies with Martin Shkreli, I'd be like, cool.
Well, if you
Everyone's going to hate me.
if you switched bodies with Martin Shkreli, you would have all his money.
I'd have a really nerd-looking face, too.
You'd have all his money, though.
That guy looks like a nerd, seriously.
You could literally just use all of his money, get some plastic surgery, look like your old self.
Yeah.
Okay, he would not look exactly
Yeah.
like him old self.
I would look like a...
He's a teenage Mexican boy. Martin Shkreli is like a middle-aged white man.
I would look like RuPaul. I wouldn't look like myself anymore.
I mean, at least you'd have all of his money, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
How much
You
money?
could actually make his medicine companies actually good now.
That's true. He now if you see his streams, it's like the skinniest, like dorkiest looking white boy, and he's like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, don't disrespect me, niggas. And it's like, you look at yourself, Martin.
Who says that? That's Martin?
Yeah, he's like, what's up, niggas? And it's like he plays like the Wu-Tang Clan in his apartment all the time. He's an interesting character, I'll give him that.
He's a terrible person. I'll give him
He's
that.
a terrible person, but an interesting character. What a fellow.
How much do you guys think Bill Nye made while he was like in the like doing those like educational videos?
TV actors don't actually make that much.
I have no clue. I don't know how much they make.
It depends.
I just
I'm
know-
sure, like,
I just know Bob Ross never took a dime from his PBS show.
Yeah, what a nice guy.
Bob Ross. Oh man.
But then he made a ton of money off of his art supplies. Because those things are expensive.
Well, I mean,
You gotta make a living somehow.
we need to get a little bit more tripods, and we need to just have a Bob Ross painting off competition next time you guys come
I
over.
wonder who'd win that.
Probably Sam.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever drawn in the style of Bob Ross?
I have no experience painting landscapes.
Well, that means-
Well, there you go.
I have
We're
very
all-
little experience painting,
We are
period.
all at a disadvantage when it comes to Bob Ross.
There was this,
I think I'm probably the least, at least, because I can do computer art, but nothing else.
You can do some
Nothing else.
some animation.
A little bit.
Do some
It's hard.
do
So
some
it's
Microsoft
Microsoft
Paint
Paint
animations. That'd be sick.
No, I tried doing actual animation for a little bit. It took me like 2 hours, and I got like 2 seconds of a thing done, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. It's so hard. It
And
takes forever.
people don't realize how like there's like make me a 30-second cartoon. I'll give you $5, and it's like it's gonna take a month for that to
Yeah.
happen. Even a 30-second cartoon will take a month to do if it's just one.
Like a
guy.
good one. It takes so long.
I remember I would like poorly animate logos in Flash and sell them to people. And this one guy was like, I want a 30-second logo where my character walks across and he puts all the letters in. It'll probably be about 30 to 60 seconds. I'll like $5. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that for you.
No.
He's like, it'd be pretty easy, and everyone on my channel would see that you animated it, and they'd go ask you for animations.
It's like, well, why? If it's pretty easy, why don't you do it? You think it's so easy.
But
No, it takes so freaking long to make like a good animation.
Make a crappy animation.
Yeah,
Takes a long
he-
time.
Okay, the Microsoft Paint stuff.
Yeah.
That to do it was like a minute and a half of stuff. To do that well would have taken months. Because that would have taken so long.
Yeah, just do like start an animation channel where you like tell stories and stuff, but Microsoft Paint.
It's like you
it's like
every
that
now and
Asian
again.
guy.
Every now and again, the
Domics.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Domics put Microsoft Paint. That's what you're gonna be.
every now and again the Game Grumps get like Game Grumps animated stuff. But and they commission people who watch the channel as like who they commission other animators to make it animated for them. But you'll notice that every time they have like a Game Grumps animated come up, the episode came out like 4 months ago, and they commissioned the person to make it months before that, or like they've commissioned the person to make it like once the episode came out, like here watch this, and they'll also give them the audio files. So they have like 4 or 5 months to make an animated of a Game Grumps of like a 1 minute segment. It takes them 5 months to make it. Like it takes a long time to animate.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that kid. 30 seconds, like $5. No, man, that's like a couple of hundo right
If
there.
People legitimately like don't. I guess you have to see that it's just drawing a picture over and over again to really be like,
Yeah.
hey, it's not easy.
There's the people who make the like Captain Sparkles for a long time just had animations coming out every couple of days. That's because they use the Minecraft animator, like some.
Oh, like Blender and Minecraft
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
Blender.
And all you did was import your skin, and then you could just like reposition the models. I guess that's technically stop motion animation because you like.
Yeah, it's pretty much stop motion mode.
It's pretty much stop
Epic
motion
Minecraft
but virtual.
series.
It's like virtual stop
Stop
motion.
motion animation is so fun to do, but it's so hard.
Yeah, it's
Like,
the
it's
littlest
insane.
smallest movements.
Yeah, like I tried to do some claymation in art last year. My teacher gave me like months to do it, and I worked like for a month on the rig, and I couldn't get the rig, so I just gave up, and I just made little clay figurines. and
Usually people just
that's
do
all I
like
did.
they suspend them from wires because like if you want to have them like doing something, you gotta have like a really sturdy wire. Otherwise, they'll just fall down.
Watch out for Duck or Nut's new claymation film coming to you.
Yeah, it'll only take a year.
If you watch like Robot Chicken, like the behind the scenes of that, it's just like it's the most tedious thing. He just like
Yep.
barely nudges it to go up, and he nudges it too much. He's like, oh, I have to restart this scene.
Yep. It's really like you gotta give props to people who do like claymation stuff. Wasn't that like Coraline was claymation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of his
All the credit
Tim
for
Burton's
that.
movie.
It's because
Most of
like
them
with
are
3D, it's like you can control Z something if you mess up, but if it's claymation, you have to
Yep.
constantly remodel the different positions and stuff when you mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long do you think it takes to make a full feature film that's
Oh, it takes
claymation?
forever, and you have like a ton of people working on it.
Usually,
So
I
it's
think they say it takes like 2 years to animate all the stuff.
Yeah, that's like people constantly working on it.
Yeah,
like,
they're
full-time.
working on it every freaking day of every week for 2 years straight to make a claymation movie. And like, if you're not gonna have a good movie, it's a waste of your time because
Yeah, it's like they have to make little pieces for like every facial expression.
yeah,
Like every letter, every sound that needs a facial expression, and then they have to take their face off, replace it. It's insane.
yep. South Park is made the same kind of way, but with paper. It's not claymation. But
Yeah,
it's-
and they don't go for like a fluid
Yeah.
style, so
is
they
the
can
newer
pop them
ones?
out
Is the
faster.
newer one paper still, or is that?
I don't think
animated?
it is. I think it might have been only the first episode of first season.
I think the first season was all like paper.
Yeah,
And
I guess they realized it's really hard, and also we don't have to
Also,
buy a
it
bunch of
costs
paper.
more. It's more time consuming. It costs more because it takes more time.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
draw it on
It's
the
cheaper to
computer.
just animate the really crappy drawings.
I've never seen a single episode of South Park though.
Really.
We watched when we were in the summer from 6th to 7th grade. All three of us would sit in the living room at our first house and just drink Mountain Dew that our mom kept buying, and South Park every freaking
Oh, yeah,
day.
we watched all the seasons of South Park that were out at the time. We watched every single episode.
It was 12 seasons, and we watched them. We watched an episode every single day,
Yeah.
and we'd keep watching it until Mom got home, and then she'd come home and yell about how we're not supposed to have South Park on the Netflix and in Netflix history. We'd go, all right, we won't do it again, and then like a day later, we'd do it again and watch more South Park and drink more Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that was back when the Xbox had that thing on Netflix where you could like.
We
watch
used it on the
Netflix with
Wii.
people. But do you remember when Xbox had that thing where you could watch Netflix with people and put you like in the theater?
Yeah, the Xbox.
That was
party.
weird. There's no point of doing that.
All it did was like sync up videos.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wait, what was it?
It synced up. It was Xbox Netflix Party, where you could invite somebody to a party and you could watch a movie synced up perfectly together. And like, you could
Yeah,
just do
kind of
that.
like it was pretty much. It just looked like Mystery Science Theater 3000, but with your Xbox avatars. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. And then anyone could recommend something. So whenever it was the way it worked was like you invited someone to your Netflix party, and it was basically like you're in a lobby together, and whoever started a movie first, it would automatically start that, and you couldn't overwrite it. So like that kid Trevor, we used to talk to all the time on
Oh, yeah.
Xbox.
Remember Trevor?
Trevor Waffles. Shout out
Oh,
to
I
Trevor.
remember Trevor.
Shout out to Captain Donkey. Trevor,
Captain Donkey.
otherwise
the
known
Menace.
as Trevor
Now known
Waffles.
as Trevor Waffles. Shout out to Trevor.
Shout out to him. We would always do like Netflix parties with him, but he would always recommend like rated R, like adult movies. and as soon as you started something on Netflix, even if it didn't play, as soon as you clicked on it, it would go in your history.
Yeah.
So he would like jokingly click on those, and it would show up in our Netflix history. And our mom used to check our Netflix history like daily. So he had to explain to her that it was Trevor.
Because they had like a whole section for like lesbian films,
Yeah.
and he clicked on all of
He
them.
would click on all of them.
And they weren't the lesbian
Yeah.
film where it's just two friends having a good time. It was two friends having a really good time.
Yeah. and she would go and ask like Enrique, why is it on here? She's like, it was Antonio. And then I'd have to explain that it wasn't me.
That it was in fact
That
a
was in
man
fact-
named Trevor Waffles.
Trevor lives in Florida.
Captain Donkey on a Netflix party. And she still didn't believe us. It was like, well, then no more Netflix parties. I was like, Mom, I promise. I wasn't trying to watch Netflix porn. It was Trevor.
I remember when we watched Yumi and Trevor, we watched like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. We watched the whole
Oh,
series.
we watched that together. Super Mario Brothers Super Show?
It's such a
Oh, that
weird
was
show.
great. And have you guys seen the scene where he goes like, F you, Luigi?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It actually says, in the script it says thank you, but it sounds so much like F you, Luigi.
F you, Luigi.
Yeah, he goes, they're like starting a day, and Mario's like, perfect day to wake up clean and nice. And Luigi was like, I couldn't agree more, Mario. And he's like, oh, but you got a little piece of spaghetti on your overalls. And he takes it off, and Mario's just like, you, Luigi.
Yeah.
I'll get it right now. It's so good. Let me get the scene up.
They had a lot of famous guests on that show. I didn't know them at the time, but there were some famous people.
If you just type in F you, Luigi, I'm sure it'll pop up. Let me check. Yeah, it is. Here it is. The first one to pop up, too. Oh, frick. Nope, not that one. There we go. Oh, got it already. Alright, here you go, Sam. Check this bad boy out.
Why does Mario look so scary?
But as we always say, neatness counts. Right, Mario. And by the way, this is on the overalls.
Go back! You guys started laughing before I could hear it.
Right, Mario. And by the way, this is on the overalls.
It sounds like so much. When he says,
There's no way he said thank you.
no, in the script it says, oh, thank you, Luigi, but it sounds like he goes, oh, you, Luigi. It's so good. Oh my god. Man, we watched that twice, I believe, and then we would always, every time that episode ended, we would always just sing along, swing your arms from side to side,
The credits song was the
to
best
the
thing.
Marios. Take one step,
Well, you're in
and
the
then
water.
again. Did we talk about before, Enrique, how like the ending dance looks like he messed up and they just kept the shot?
He like trips, and they're just like, yeah, keep it in.
Like,
Like he goes just like that, and then he stumbles. He trips on his own fat leg.
Oh my god, hold on, let me show it to you, Sam, as well. It's pretty funny.
We don't.
I'll just put it up on screen after I edit it. Even if,
We don't have to play the whole song. So just put the.
no, we can. It's fine.
Do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
Take one step, and then again.
Do the Mario.
We're all together now.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Dan.
It's the Mario.
Who casted this man as Mario? He is so scary.
Swing your arms from side to side.
Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
Take one step, and then again.
Do the Mario. All together now. Come on now, just like that.
He like trips up, and they're just like, "Yeah, we're not shooting that again, man. You're fine."
He was probably like, I am not doing that.
It was like
again."
it's like when a gymnast like dismounts like a huge flip or whatever, and they stumble like take a little hop.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Except it's not a huge flip. It's literally just being standing. It's just like he was standing is what he did.
He was standing, and then he goes again, trips
over
over.
too much of his weight leaning forward.
Standing was too much for that fella. Too much of a
Oh my
challenge.
god. Oh man, we need to do like a movie reaction where we just watch an entire movie and upload the audio for it. And then we just put it up with the movie so people can listen to our reactions live on the movie. We'll just-
How does that work copyright wise?
No, you just upload the audio and then someone watches the movie and then turns on your audio while they're watching the movie.
Really?
Yeah, so you just go like sync this up with the movie, and you just go like.
It's gonna take that much time to do
It's
that.
like 30 seconds to
buy
sync it
this
up.
film for $5.99 on Google Play. Sync it up with it. Pay $6 to listen to us react to this movie.
No. No one pays for movies. Come on, guys. Josh, why are you
Isn't it
why are you
called a
pushing
wa-
my sheets off more and
isn't
more?
Isn't it called a watch along or something?
Well, I don't know.
A watch-along,
I know it's been done
mukbang.
before. I just don't know what it's
It's
called.
called Mystery Science Theater 2000.
That's true, except
Oh.
we will not be funny.
Yeah,
we should. We'll just be watching it. We'll be like, oh, that's interesting. This movie's gay.
We should watch Science Court
Let's watch Science.
Why would we watch Science?
I don't watch
Court?
Science Court. That's
because it's a
traumatized me.
meme.
The Science Court's animation, like really, like legitimately, is pretty
Oh,
unsettling.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was really unsettling to me.
Science Court. Are bones alive or dead?
That animation style and like really like poor like Brazilian like 3D animation has like for some reason Hispanics when they do 3D animation it's always uncanny. It's really spooky. I don't know what it is. Look up, go on YouTube. Look up La Bruja. People at home.
Oh my god.
Friends at home, look up La Bruja. Tell me that animation style does not.
I feel like we
scare
watched that in a U.
the Hybees out
No,
of you.
yeah, you do.
Okay.
We had to watch that.
That's the
this
one where the frog is gay, right?
Yeah.
That's where Alex Jones or whatever his name is gets his theories.
Making the frogs gay.
year. Oh, is it still? Oh, I'm switching. With that little
That
dwarf
animation
gasoline
style
guy.
is so unsettling.
Yeah, and they always make these like weird sounds.
Yeah, and they're all like really ugly too. Like everybody in the.
It's almost 10 o'clock. I guess we'll just do like 9 more minutes of the podcast. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Paul
9
Blart
minutes?
won again. I feel like we didn't touch
Yeah, full
up on that
circle back
enough.
to Paul Blart.
Paul
Full
Blart.
circle. That's the best thing you could do.
Okay, you guys think the leading lady, not her daughter, not his daughter, but his love interest, do you think she's pretty or not?
I don't
Melania?
remember.
Yeah, she's
Melania?
pretty.
Oh,
The
they-
one with the huge eyes?
I thought you were talking about Donald Trump's wife, Melania. As the leading lady. I thought you meant Melania Trump. I was gonna say no.
What,
For
I
the
don't
record.
remember the girl from Paul Blart. All I remember is the guy, the Indian guy with the phone. Bubble
Peanut
gum.
Blart.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do a
With
racist accent.
peanut Blart and jelly.
Doesn't he end up with the girl in the movie?
I don't know.
Paul
I
Blart?
don't remember.
No.
It doesn't
I
make any
just-
sense because he's a pretty rude person at the whole movie. He's like a terrible guy.
I
I don't
He's not
remember
very
the girl.
attractive.
So
What's the Indian guy?
He just
No,
GPS's the
no.
one girl.
Paul Blart and this one girl they like hug in the movie. He gives her like a love card. She's like, "Thank you, Paul Blart. I will kiss you," and she kisses Paul Blart in the mouth.
apparently she was so unrememberable. I don't remember who she was.
I mean, probably
Unrememberable.
they were
That's a
probably
word.
they're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, we need a hot babe in this movie.
No, you know the girl with the huge eyes
she had
at the
pretty
wig
big eyes.
stand?
Yeah. And you know,
You
she
guys
was a
not
pretty
remember
big
her?
part of the movie. What do you
Apparently
guys
her
think?
name is Amy in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get married, apparently in the second one, and then they get a divorce.
Like a few days later.
I'm trying to see if I remember.
And
What,
then
I'm trying to find a
then
picture.
it's-
of
I know that and I haven't even seen the second movie.
I haven't seen the second movie either. since the
it.
first.
The real woman's name is Jayma Mays. So let's look that up. Maybe I'll recognize her if we
Look
look
up
at the actual
Jamie
picture
May's
of her.
nude leaked pics.
No, don't.
Okay, yeah, I remember her.
Melania Trump nude leaked pics.
No, let's
Those are
please
real.
not.
That's not a joke. It's real. She really has nude.
I don't want to
photographs
see them.
on the Google.
That's what Antonio's looking up right now.
He's bookmarking. He's adding it to his reading list. Melania Trump nude photographs.
Okay.
Google images.
Yeah, Jayma Mays. I remember who she. I remember her from the. Oh. My search history is just Jayma Mays and FurryCon. Oh my god, we're going to FurryCon in August, guys. So you should meet
Don't
us
make
there.
any promises to them.
They're gonna show up and be a Duck or Not fan club meeting.
There's gonna be people dressed up as ducks coming to FurryCons like, where's Duck or Not?
August 11th through 13th, FurryCon. We're gonna be there.
riot when you don't show up. You know.
Me and Sam are gonna be there. Indianapolis, Illinois. We're gonna be there at the Marriott Hotel.
Yep, that's the
So
one.
that's true. He's really gonna be there.
Marriott East, Indianapolis, Indiana, or Illinois. Yeah, Indiana. My bad. Not Illinois. That's
Alright, guys.
Chicago.
Back to Paul Blart here. What do you guys think about the twist? Like, the new security guard was actually like the.
Sam, there's only
the thief.
24 hours left to remain for FurryCon to register.
Really?
Yeah, we only have 24 hours left to register.
We showed up at the right time then.
Well, that's too
Because-
bad.
And they posted that 11 hours ago, so we have 23 hours left to buy a ticket for FurryCon.
That doesn't make sense, Antonio.
I don't think that.
They posted that 11 hours.
Right, yeah, my bad.
24 minus 11 is
30. We have 13 hours left. 13 hours left to buy a ticket for FurryCon. Guys, this is going up probably a couple of days from now.
If you want
We've
to.
already missed the deadline, so if you're not going to FurryCon, you can actually still go. You can register. You don't have to register online.
You can sneak in, probably.
No, you can still buy tickets. They just cost more at door.
No, just sneak in. Honestly, it's probably really easy. I know you can sneak into Comic-Con pretty easily.
Yeah. It cost.
So,
It cost.
I
more
assume
upfront.
FurryCon is not as heavily guarded as Comic-Con.
I know, because they love their fellow furries.
Yeah, just wear a tail and they'll shower you with furry kisses.
I don't want a furry kiss.
So if you're into that,
No judgment if you
Jason,
are, guys.
Tell him
We love our furry
you're
fans.
tell him you're with Xander Blue and he forgot his blotch patches.
Yeah.
Ew.
His blotch sponge.
what?
His blotch sponge that helps him blot up the sweat on it while he's in the suit.
Shout out to Jason Murphy.
Here's his channel.
Yeah.
There it is. It's Gay Wolf Sif. It actually is, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. I've seen it. And he's in your channel box.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
take that out.
I told him I was like, hey Jason. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I put you in my recommended channels. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, how do I put you in mine? And I was like, I don't know. It's on the dashboard.
How many subs you got?
I think he's got like 70 maybe.
Whoa.
Don't know if they're for me or not, but we can only assume they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Half of your subscribers went to him because you have 140 right now.
Half of them were like, hey, this Gay Wolfsif guy. With his Jason's gotta give credit to Jason though, he drew his picture in paint and it's not bad. His wolf picture. You guys seen it?
No.
When I've gone into your channel, I never clicked on his channel though, and I probably never will.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.
He just uploads like really bad anime memes.
I was like, this is Jason Murphy's channel. I don't even want to get into what's on this channel. I'm not even going to click on it.
No offense to Jason
Can you
Murphy.
stop being
All
with that,
offense to
Josh?
Jason Murphy. Only offense to Jason Murphy.
Jason, come on,
Complete
Josh.
announce this, lady.
Ever heard of We Will Rock You? I'm telling you, it's a classic by Queen.
It's
I'll
a
let
pretty
you look it
unknown
up.
song. It's an unknown band. You might have heard of them called Queen.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know them, I wouldn't expect it to. Kind of an underground sort of thing.
I am 8 years old, and even I know this is
Wow.
not music.
So
I'm 11 and I
I
hate
type in
modern music.
I
Justin
type in
Bieber, Katy Perry, F off.
Gay Wolfsif, and
Yeah.
the second, the first channel that pops up is Great Gay Gray Wolfsif. The second channel that pops up is Oni Plays. When you type that in and search by channels, for some reason,
Third channel pops up as Ray William Johnson. Go
You can't
subscribe. He's
can't
an
find
unknown YouTuber.
Jason. Did find someone called Not a Gay Wolf who has a zoomed in picture of a potato and has one video.
What's this video?
It is it's a spoon v potato. Has 5 views. And he somehow has 148 subscribers and 5 views on one video. So
Man, you need to go ask him what he's doing.
5 people viewed his video and 143 other people were like, "Hey, I'm subscribing." No video needed.
Speaking of YouTube channels, when I was 8 years old, as a babby boy, I had a YouTube channel called The Emo Apple.
I don't remember this.
I remember because I didn't tell anybody because I was embarrassed, and I uploaded emo memes about I didn't remember like something about emo memes about like Ed's World, so it's pretty embarrassing.
What is it? What's an emo meme?
It would be like, hey guys, what's up? I'm emo. Check out my
Just
MySpace
cutting
page.
myself.
I think I made a MySpace page called The Emo Apple, but then I told like Miguel and my mom maybe take it down. That's the story of my MySpace page called The Emo Apple.
Alright, and on that note, the Paul Blart podcast for right now will be ending. So we'll catch you on the next episode of...
I'm just gonna title it Peanut Blart and Jelly because that was obviously the highlight of this podcast.
Catch on the flip side, Form
Yeah.
equals 3
Oh no!
podcast signing off. This is your boy Ray William.
You guys have been playing
Johnson.
Civ the entire time in the background.
Yeah, we sort of announced that at the
It's
beginning
pretty
of the
impressive
video.
because you guys still had some relevant conversation even while playing the video game.
Yeah, we know how to
We
do
made a-
basic human
Yeah,
functions.
we made a point not to talk about Civ too much.
Did
Not to give the impression that we're playing.
I don't remember this.
Apparently
Well, 'cause
the
it was-
podcast is still
It
going.
was non-written.
It is. It's got
This
a couple
is
seconds
the
left.
this is the
Oh,
after
my
show.
bad then, guys.
Yeah, this is our like good mythical more.
Yeah, this is our. If you're listening, this is our after show,
That's a
folks.
good one.
We
What's
have
the
to show
good
what
one
show.
more
All we
thing?
did was play one card match with me and Josh.
This is going on
and the rest is
Duckernaut.
unusable footage because Josh
This is going on Duckernot's second channel.
Duckernaut 2.
We don't have a second.
It's Ducker Not, but not is just spelled N-O-T, so it's like Ducker Not.
Don't
Yeah.
watch this channel.
So subscribe to Ducker Not. Welcome.
I have to make that channel now.
I'll make the channel.
Alright, you can be Duck or not.
And hey, if you haven't seen Paul Blart, click off this video now. Unsubscribe right now. Click off.
Make a channel. I want
It's not
you
a
to
joke.
just take
Click
my
off.
picture, Sam, and do like a red circle with a line through it.
It's stuck or
The
not.
diagonal line, so it's like X out. Stuck or not. Alright. Thanks for everybody for listening to the
Thanks for listening
Peanut
to
Blart
us.
and Jelly podcast.
Thanks for
Duck
listening.
Cast.
This has been Duck or
I
Not.
hope you liked
Who
it.
would
Josh.
watch this podcast to relax?
I don't know.
I hope you giggled at the podcast. Goodbye.
This has
I
been
hope you
Enrique.
giggled at Antonio's racist peanut butter Blart and jelly.
Yeah, at least I knew I should probably stop.
I mean,
I
they
started,
they
I'm like,
obviously
I'm not
made
gonna
it
be
racist in the movie.
I hope you're-
That's true.
That is, yeah.
It was obviously
That's true.
supposed to be comedically racist.
I'm
He
not
was
going
like,
for that.
because he was talking normally, he was like, oh, Blart, and then he goes excessively peanut Blart and jelly. So they obviously made it. They made it to be racist. All right, it was supposed to be like, oh, he has a really big Indian accent.
Folks, I hope your brown little Indian face had a big smile.
If you're a brown little Indian,
When you heard that
like,
impression,
comment, subscribe.
I hope your whole family lit up. Your mom Alashinka, she said, haha.
I hope if your mom said ha ha,
My boy, my boy,
All
yeah.
right,
Listen to the
for
funny-
for future job references, and if I ever become famous for some weird reason, and this podcast comes out, I want everyone to know I do not condone calling Indian people little brown people.
I agree with Sam here.
Little brown people.
If you don't condone calling people little brown people,
Oh my gosh, look how many spikes there are. It's gonna be so loud.
You regular fans, you
turn it
guys,
down
you guys are the
so-
ducklings. The regular fans, you Indian fans, you're little browns.
They're
Little brown boys.
called the regular fans are called the purple dandinos.
Yeah,
freaking.
and then
You're freaking.
our Indian viewer
You're
base,
gonna have to mute.
which I'm sure is huge.
Yeah, Antonio has a really big Indian following.
Yeah.
You just lost them all.
I checked demographics. I don't think there's a.
There goes this other 70 of his followers. They all went back
I
to
don't think there's
Jason.
any. If you check demographics on YouTube, it shows you what country people are from based on like IPs. Nobody's from India.
I want to see that now. How many are from America?
Probably all of them. No. Probably like I think it's like 90-something% from America.
What's
Yeah, I'm
the
not
other-
surprised. All right, see ya. Bye. Tune
Bye,
in next
guys.
time if
See
we
ya.
ever do this again.
Yeah.
See ya, ducklings.
Purple dandinos.
All right.
Josh.
Ah,
Nope, ducklings,
bye.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Purple dandinos.
Ducklings.
Purple dandinos.